and so I will apply a language model here and correct myself. Okay. So, I will have a language model here to correct myself. Okay. Now, in today's world, we do something which is much more powerful. We are going to use deep learning first. Okay. Second, we are going to use the idea of pre-training or foundation models. Okay. And then we are going to think of fine tuning it. Okay. For ASR task. Okay. You might have seen it already, these ideas of pre-training. For example, BERT in NLP domain is a concept of pre-training, right. BERT is a pre-training approach. Okay. What do we do in BERT? In BERT, we have some words, right. So, the cat walked on the mat, and what we do is we remove these words, right, and then we replace it by some other word. First we mask it, right. So, here also there can be some masking, and we try to predict the word cat and the word mat by using some kind of, what are we using here? So, we are going to use basically the masked losses here, and then we train this network to given the context. So, these two are not available, and the system is using the context to predict the word cat and mat, okay, even though we have masked them in the input, and we train this. So, this is a case of self-supervised learning. So, why is it self-supervised? Because the input and the target is learnt, or I mean derived from the input itself. So, the supervision for training the neural network is obtained from the input itself. I just mask, I know what I masked. So, whatever I masked, I say can you predict it at the output. Okay. So, this is a case of self-supervised learning, and if you train this network, you get very good embeddings for words, right. So, these are like very good embeddings for word if I learn how to do it for lots of data, right. So, similarly, in speech we have a concept, and so this is again using the concept of masked language model. MLM. Similarly, we have a pre-trained model which we call as wave to wake, okay, and here the input is some waveform, okay, and what we are going to do is at some portions of this waveform, how we do it is a little complicated, but in speech it is a little more difficult, okay, and then we are going to from this try to kind of predict. So, we will have a layers of convolutional neural networks, okay, and then maybe I will erase this a little bit, if you can give me some, where is the eraser, okay, let me redraw it, okay, so that just give me some. So, what we do in speech signal is that we have a speech signal, we are going to also apply the idea of masking, okay. So, there from the speech signal we are going to see words are discrete units, speech is a continuous waveform, okay. So, we are going to kind of extract some kind of vectors every 20 milliseconds or 40 milliseconds. So, from now that is done through this concept of using convolutional neural networks. So, we are going to extract some features which are what we call as embeddings or latent representations every 20 milliseconds. Okay. So, you get a sequence of vectors and we borrow the idea. I mean, this is got again inspired by BERT only. What we do is that we pass through, now instead of this we have a transformer like the BERT. Okay. So, these are in BERT, what did you do? You gave some embeddings here, right. So, these are actually, these words would have been passed as an embedding, right, some vector, right, the representation for this particular word, and I am masking certain vectors and trying to predict those vectors. That is a basic idea. Vector here in this case is representing the words itself. So, this is basically trying to do the same thing. So, we borrow idea from here. So, let us say we have some missing vectors or sequence of vectors that are missing, and what we do is try to predict that particular vector from the context of other vectors. Okay, that is the basic idea. We will use something called quantization, but you can, that is an additional thing that we do, but essentially we are again trying to predict the vector that will basically be based on the other neighboring vectors. That is the basic idea. This is called wave to wave. Okay. I have simplified it to a great extent. Okay. We do a lot of things. We do something called quantization. Okay. So, the masking is what I am talking about here, because that is an important idea. Okay. And so, we are, and then we actually have something called contrastive losses that we have to build in. Okay. So, but you can get the details when you read the paper, but for your basic understanding, you have to remember that just like how we trained a BERT, we can try to train some kind of a representation learning for speech also. Okay. And one of the models that does is called wave to wave. So, this is a representation learning for speech. So, here again, is it self-supervised learning? It is self-supervised learning. Why do I say it is self-supervised learning? Because at the input, I know what I am asking, which vectors I am asking, and I am trying to predict those vectors at the output. Okay. When I say predict, in this case, I am not predicting a vector, it's prediction means there is some kind of classification I am going to involve. Here, I am going to look some kind of similarity, or I am going to be able to extract vectors that have very similar similar to the input vector itself. So, that is the basic idea we are doing. So, instead of prediction, here we are going to look at some similarity metric. So, here we use some kind of similarity metric between vectors. Okay. Usually for vectors, it is a cosine distance kind of an idea, and inner product, dot product kind of an idea will come in somewhere. Okay. So, you could use Euclidean distance, but usually something like a dot product works very well. Okay. So, this is the basic idea, and what is the purpose of BERT? If you remember, BERT is again a representation learning, that if I trained it very well, then the words, the representation that I get is very good, such that when I apply this embeddings or these representation for a downstream task, like an application, like some of the tasks in the glue, or or squad or something, right. So, these are some NLP tasks that you will do. It can be a question answering task, or multiple other tasks. The performance by using the BERT embeddings is remarkable, right. So, we are going to borrow this idea, but now we are going to do it for speech. And what are we going to do in speech? We are going to have a pre-trained model like this. Okay. And I am going to use the wave to, so I am going to take the speech waveform, pass it through wave to wave 2.0. So, basically, or let me draw it in some, I am just wondering why the eraser, I got the eraser. Okay. So, it is here. Let me draw it in a slightly different way. So, the way I am going to do is take speech waveform. Okay. Now, I am going in this direction. So, let us do it. pass it through a wave to vec 2.0, I will generate some kind of a features or representation for this sentence, okay. And this we think is very good. Then we are going to pass through some kind of a classification task, okay. And instead of there, I was talking about speech having phonemes. Instead of it, I will directly try to predict what was the written, what was the spoken sentence in the written form, right. So, I am going to directly try to predict by something like this, okay. So, this is done through a concept called CTC, okay. And I am going to train this network. So, this is first pre-trained already, right. This is pre-trained. Now, we are going to do fine tuning on some amount of labeled ASR data. What do you mean by labeled ASR data? Labeled ASR data means I have the speech audio and the corresponding transcription, okay. Okay, and this is the supervised pair, where the input is the audio, the output or the target is supervised by humans, right. Somebody has figured out what you said and typed it out, and this is done on a small amount of labeled data by doing exactly like this, okay. And we train the network, and this is called the fine tuning step. And because we are like how BERT pre-training makes the downstream stacks performance much better, the ASR performance by using this pre-trained model works very well when we have very limited amount of data, okay. So, this is the basic idea. So, you are going to build an automatic speech recognition system where I will speak something and you will get the text output, okay. I can give you an example of how systems that are built in our language. I think I already demonstrated this once to all of you, but just to remind you, this will be something like this that we have, okay. These are very well built systems, okay, but we will just try to show you. So, for example, this is I do not know if there is a microphone in this. Is there a microphone? I hope, okay, I am not sure. I think I gave you an example of Hindi last time also, streaming kind of a thing. So, let me just say how an automatic speech. So, I am going to speak and the words are going to come here, right. मैं बहुत दिनों से घर नहीं गया था, तो मैं आज मद्रास जा रहा हूँ. मैं बहुत दिनों से घर नहीं गया था, तो मैं आज मद्रास जा. So it works pretty well, and so you can try. I mean, we have some of them are streaming, some will take some time because we don't have data. So we can record this again. So for example, I can do this. ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. I can't read Kannada, but I hope it is correct, okay, or something like Tamil, or I don't know what it is, or Sanskrit, Tvam kim karosi, okay. So I mean, this is Sanskrit. You can have anything that you want, right. I mean, I don't know, Tamil is something I can speak, so a little bit. Nambo sapda polama, something, I don't know if Nambo, what did I say? Nambo sapda polama, okay, Nambo or something, I don't know. Did I say that correctly? I am not sure, but it should come something similar, okay. So these are systems that are built in our lab from scratch, right, by students like you, right, who come and work with us in our lab. So, this you can see, you can have fun if you go to asr.iitm.ac.in. We have lots of other things that you can do, right. I mean, you can even translate it. Let us say I translate from Kannada to Hindi or something. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
कृपया आप मेरे लिए एक टैक्सी बुक करें.
So, I have asked for them to book a taxi or something, right. So, you can do it. All of these are built from scratch for Indian languages. Okay. So, now you are going to build that with this thing, but we are going to do only for English, and it is very, very simple way of doing. I am not going to do anything complicated. I am going to use wave to wake. Okay. So, basically you will, and okay, one more thing I should mention, how am I going to evaluate if my system is good or bad, right. So, therefore, how do we evaluate this system? Let me just go back. So, we have a metric. So, to evaluate the system, to evaluate ASR system, we, I told you coding something is a mistake that I can make, right. That was here also I could have made some mistake. So, in speech also I can make mistakes. So, we have in speech what are the kinds of errors that will come in ASR. One is called substitution. Okay. So, what do we mean by substitution? That instead of going, I said going. Okay. So, of course, I can use something beyond that, like a spoken, like a language model to correct myself, but at the first level this is a substitution, right. Or I might have said sometimes very close words can come, right. So, I do not know, chorus, something that chorus, but I might have got the word course or something. Okay. So, they are similar sounding, but obviously this is an error. Other is called a deletion error. Okay. So, sometimes it might delete a word, right. So, instead of saying the actual sentence means going to Bangalore, okay, but the actual sentence, this is actual, okay, but the ASR could be something like going Bangalore. Okay. So, what happened? It deleted this word, right. So, it deleted this word. So, that is again another type of error that you are getting, right. The deletion is there. Or third one can be insertion, which is basically I am going to Bangalore or something. Okay. For some reason it put 2 2's instead of 1, right. So, this is a deletion error, sorry, insertion error. So, I have artificially inserted one word here. Okay. So, the total error is computed. So, this is indicated by equal to S, equal to D, equal to I. So, this word error rate is the number of substitutions plus number of deletions plus number of insertions by the total number of words, okay, expressed in percentage time. Okay. So, this is all the error rate. So, since it is an error rate, the better the system, the lower the error will be. Okay. So, that is the basic idea. So, this is another point we should be aware of. Okay.